Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Welcome to 702 Lighting. We are here today to talk about some exciting new products. There's a lot of different Wi-Fi Bluetooth transformers out there on the market, but we're going to talk to you today about what makes ours special. So the first one I want to talk to you a little bit about is the Alfred X. You'll see that on my right, your left. It is an upgradable Wi-Fi Bluetooth transformer. And so you can, it's going to come out of the box with 150 watts, and you can buy our Alfred X cassettes as seen here and insert them into the transformer and upgrade. So you just remove our different panels here, and you can add up to 450 watts. So one problem or challenge on the market right now, most transformers go up to 300 watt. This is a way for you to start with 150 and expand with your customer. We also have some possible exciting things in the future that we'll be able to do with these different module spots. But for now, typical your AC transformer load, you're going to be able to do with our modules here. Now I'm going to unbox our 150 watt unit. This is a non-modular unit. So we have our modular unit 150 to 450, and then we have a 300 and 150 in our Wi-Fi Bluetooth non-modular transformer. So a lot of our competitors, they only have 300 out there. The 150, if you need a tighter, cheaper price point, you can use the 150 and then use the 300 where you need it. So doing kind of a little mini unboxing. Out of the box, this is kind of what you're going to look like. On your commons, you're going to want to use an Allen wrench. As usual with most of our fixtures, if something uses an Allen wrench, it comes with an Allen wrench. So you're going to want to keep that on the inside of your transformer door so that your customer has access to it if needed, or maybe you want to keep it so that they don't have access to it. I don't know. But you'll have an Allen wrench, and you'll also get mounting hardware. So as usual, we don't cheat you with the mounting hardware, and we don't cheat you with the Allen wrench. So that is taken care of there. I'm going to show you on the outside front some of the features and a screen record so you can kind of get an idea of how easy this thing is to program and why it is a game changer. So opening this up, you're going to have 3 zones. Now it's the same on our Alfred X, or same on our 300. All 3 transformers are going to have 3 accessible zones. You're going to have your circuit breaker, you're going to have your on. There are QR codes on the inside of your door. One is to download the app, one is to add a device, and one is to direct you to our user manual. So you can use 2 apps right now, the Tuya Smart app, or you can use the Smart Hub from Tuya. I know a lot of people prefer to use the Smart Hub. You can use either. If any of that changes, we'll note it on our literature, but as of now, you can add it either way. Let me plug this thing in, and then I'll show you a little bit more detail about what makes this fun. Okay, so I am blinking now. So I'm going to go into the Smart Life app. I am going to go to Add Device. And then on the top right, there's a scan. So I'm going to actually scan. And you got to tinker with it a little bit. That picked up really quick. Sometimes you got to tinker. But you're going to see a picture of the transformer there. So you're going to add it. Now it'll tell you what to do. So it's telling you to unplug the device for 10 seconds. So I'm going to unplug the device for 10 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Now I'm gonna hit next. Now it's telling you to press and hold the power button for 10 seconds. So I'm gonna press and hold that for 10 seconds. Now it's blinking fast, so I hit next. It says, please confirm that it's blinking fast. It is, so I'm gonna hit next. It asks you, select blinking slowly or blinking quickly. It is blinking quickly, so I'm gonna select. Now I have to get into the Wi-Fi, which could be a challenge here as I don't know our office Wi-Fi password, but we're gonna figure it out. So set now. Okay, confirm and proceed. Hoping for the best. One device is being added. Okay, so I'm added. So I'm gonna go to done, and it's gonna take you to the Alfred 150 SS screen. So now what you're gonna be able to see here, which will show you the close-up, you've got your main switch on and off. It's actually gonna ask you to register your transformer. So for warranty purposes, you're going to want to register, but I'm going to say not now for now because I'm not. It's showing you that you've got 122 volts, gigawatts of, line voltage power. It's giving you a minimal ampage reading just from the transformer itself and wattage rating. That will be more accurate as you plug things in. And it's going to tell you your energy you're using, your power load. So the great thing about this is it's really going to let you know if you have ampage issues early or wattage issues early. So when you start talking about the expense of this transformer, especially in our non-modular versions, we're really getting them to an affordable price point where you can replace a standard transformer. You're going to be able to save time on your programming, your usage, your revisits to a job site. If you're using something that's using a timer battery, and every time that battery goes out, you've got to go out there, or you've got to reset, or something goes wrong. So I would really think about the cost savings that you're going to get having a transformer that works this well. When your guys are in the field and wiring up and overloading your transformers, you're hopefully going to be able to have them find out as they're wiring it with an intuitive design like you're going to see here, versus finding out later when they've blown up a fixture and they're calling you and you've got to go out to the job site and walk and count and figure out what went wrong later. They'll know a lot earlier as something's going on in real time. So in addition to that, you've got your power out. So in each zone, it's giving you your voltage out. It's a little over 12 because we've got 122 volts coming in. So this is a common thing on jobs where you've got, you're over voltaging your fixtures without knowing it, unless, because you're getting hot power in. Like if your power in is dirty or higher, once again, you're going to know on site with your homeowner then if you've got an issue or something you need to be aware of. So you've got your voltage out, you've got your ampage being used, your wattage being used. So on the previous, that was the ampage in and the power in. So it's using about 4 watts with nothing on it. And then you're going to add your wattage loads. Now, the other thing that's cool, in each zone, you can hot switch your zones. You're about to change your voltage. Are you sure? Yes. You hear a little bit of a zap, and now we're at 15 volts. I'm going to change it back. Now we're at 12 volts. So this is patented with us. You're only wiring into, one out and one common, and then you're switching in app. So you don't have to go back in and rewire to a different tap. You're getting a 12 and a 15 volt tap just by, using your app right here. You can program your zones differently. You can name your zones differently if you want to, as shown here. So lots of options there. Then in settings, you're going to be able to set your timers for each zone. So you can go on and off by time. You can go by sunrise, like before and after. And it's going to have your location. That's why I had to turn my location on earlier. So it's giving you exactly where you are. So if you want to go, I think this is, 2 hours after, or 2 hours before sunrise, or off after, or before, there's plenty of options, or you can literally just set your times if you want to, and then you turn them. You're going to turn on your override, so that's on, that's off, or you can use your times, or you could probably use a time on and a time off, and then you can do that by each zone. So really cool features there. This will take you to the help that'll give you your instructions. And then your device status. So this is going to give you some other details. You could create, if you had different transformers, you could create different groups. It's going to have your device information. What time zone you're set on, that can affect things sometimes. It's going to give you your signal strength for reference. So if we're ever like, this isn't working, we're going to ask you what signal strength are you on. That's where you're going to find that. You can share your device. Your homeowner can, once you've completed an account, you have to be registered with a Smart Hub account. But if you do, you can give third-party access or device sharing, so your client can share with you, or you can keep it on yours and share it with your client. A lot of options there, but that's set up by email, by account. You can click this offline notification, and it will tell you if your transformer goes offline. I believe it will just naturally tell you if your circuit breaker trips. I believe it'll text you, especially if you put the offline notification. Device updates, so this one is going to be current, but if you want to turn on your auto upgrade, or if you're having problems, make sure you're on the latest update there. So that's really a lot of what's going to go on here. But I think the biggest thing is having your power in and power out, and the ease of how you're going to be able to program this. It's a game changer on site. You're going to save labor from your employees. Maybe you didn't lay out the wire right. Maybe you need 10-2 instead of 12-2. Like, you're going to know if you've got ampage and voltage issues going in. You're going to know if you've got dirty power going in. You're going to be able to set up and name your zones easily. I mean, it's just, to me, this is, it's a game changer, and it's a joy to use, and I am super, super excited to get this in your hands. So once again, we've got the 150. This is non-module. 150 is what you get. What you see is what you get. 3 zones. We've got a 300 set. 3 zones. These are the more economical versions. They're competitive. We recommend you use them. They've got fancy 702 writing on the inside or outside. On the inside, oh, by the way, I think we have some of the coolest transformer boxes in the industry, but that's just me. We've got our upgradable unit, which you buy these cassettes. You slide them in to expand your unit. You can go up to 450 watts. Those, once again, a little pricier, but more, I think more competitive than a lot of what's out on the market, and you're able to go up to 450 watts. All of these, though, you're going to get your voltage in, voltage out data. You're going to be able to set versus sunset or exact times. I think it's just going to work great. So we're looking forward to you guys using these, and as you can tell, we are very excited.